In the world of dividend investing, there are a lot of different people out there. There are people who can invest a lot of money due to a high income and they don't even need to bother saving money for that. And there are people that do both, that have a big income every month and they save money while investing in dividend stocks. However, there are other people like me who make an average living and have an average salary and are just average Joes, and they have to save more money to invest in dividend stocks. In this video, I'll be showing you 8 ways to save more money to invest in dividend stocks. Let's get to our list. The first is to make a monthly budget spreadsheet or list. That sounds really obvious to most of the people. However, it's really important to track what you're spending so you can know how you can save money and where you could be spending less money if you could. I will leave a spreadsheet from Dividendology. It's a really good YouTube channel. You guys can check it out. It's going to be in the description below. The second way of saving more money to invest in dividend stocks is to know your tax benefits. You should know if where you live you can get more tax benefits by doing something different in your life. For example, me and my wife, we love children and we have 2 kids, and where we live we have tax benefits for that. Also, we have tax benefits because only one of us work in a paying job, but that of course can depend on where you live. The third way to save more money to invest in dividend stocks is to not overspend in restaurants. We all know this is very obvious. However, it is okay to go out, just don't do it too often, or don't go too often to too fancy places. Sometimes if you spend 50 or 60 euros and you think about on how much you could have spent in the supermarket, in the grocery store, buying all your groceries for maybe 2 or 3 days with that same money, then you can think about not overspending when you go out to eat. And also, you can really save a lot of money if you cook on your own food. I know that restaurants can be really convenient and you don't have to do a lot of work. However, you should really think about going less often to the restaurants, and you will see that this will make a huge difference in your budget. The fourth way to save more money to invest in dividend stocks is to do groceries in a cheap stores and supermarkets. Again, that's another obvious thing. However, many people do take that into consideration. Many people don't look around for new stores or supermarkets that might be even cheaper for you. And also think about micromanaging your groceries. Look for other brands. Sometimes the cheaper brands are even better than the more known brands. And if you have time, you can take a day a week or so to do your groceries and go in different kind of supermarkets to see which ones have the better discounts and cheaper products, and you will be surprised on how much you can save by doing that. Alright, so the fifth way to save more money to invest in dividend stocks is to not buy a car if you can. I personally don't have a car, and I also don't feel the need to have a car, even though I have a family. Of course, I can understand that if you live in a busy and really big city that is not really convenient, but even then it might be a solution for you. You can even skip traffic, and if you don't work too far away, you can always take your bike or maybe even walk to your work. If you really need a car, you can always go and order a Uber or any kind of service like that. Uber can be expensive at times, however, this compared to having a car and paying for it monthly for gas, taxes and stuff like that, if you compare to that, this will also save you a lot of money. Another way to save more money to invest in dividend stocks is to get cheaper subscription services. You can think about your smartphone, your internet, and etc. You can always get a cheaper subscription if you look for it, if you ask around, and if you call your provider's competitors. Maybe you won't save that much money, but that will make a difference in the end of the month. And another thing that you can do based on this to save more money to invest in dividend stocks is to have less subscriptions, where you basically cancel a not really needed subscription. I know a lot of people that have different kind of subscriptions. They have Netflix, they have Amazon, they have whatever it is they have a bunch of them, and they rarely use it, and they're basically wasting their money because you don't use your subscriptions every single day if you have a lot of them. So make sure to only stick with the ones that you use every day and that are really needed. Once you cut your subscriptions, you will see also that makes a lot of difference in growing your snowball of dividends. So if this video helped you out so far, I can only ask you for a like and to also subscribe to my channel, and hopefully you guys can also join me in my dividend investing journey. After this last way of saving money to invest in dividend stocks, I have 2 other ways as a bonus for you guys who have stuck with me so far in this video. And those last 2 are really for the people who are looking to live a minimalistic life. So it is not for everyone, of course. But anyways, let's go with our 8th way of saving money to invest in dividend stocks, and that is to have a credit card that has a cashback system and to spend as much money as you can with that credit card. Because the more you spend with that credit card, the more cashback you can get most of the time. So it is also like a dividend if you think about it. You will spend more money and you get a fraction of that back. And I know that in the US you guys have a lot of options. Unfortunately, here in Europe we don't have that many options, but that's for sure something that will help you save some money, and even better, that will give you money back so you can get this money and invest in dividend stocks so you can grow your snowball even faster. Now, for those who could stick around, I have 2 more ways to go, and those are, first of all, you need to learn how to cut your own hair. I know it sounds silly, but trust me, I also do it myself. I learned by myself, and in the beginning it was a mess, but with a lot of practice, and if you have a look on some tutorials here on YouTube, you can learn that really quick, and you can save a lot of money if you don't have to go to the hairdresser or to the barber or whatever. And if you can learn to do this by yourself, this can save you around 200 to 300 euros a year. It doesn't sound like much, but if you can just have this money, and instead of spending in cutting your own hair, something that you can learn really quick, and invest this in your dividend stocks, this will also increase your snowball. And the last thing is also kind of silly, but drink water. And if you can also drink your tap water depending on where you live. In my country it's totally drinkable and it's healthy, so I also drink tap water. You don't need to overdo it and only drink tap water. Of course you can drink other stuff, but most of the other beverages are expensive, and tap water is basically for free. And if you cannot drink tap water, you can always buy a filter and filter yourself and drink that instead. But that will also make a small difference. However, in the long run you see this small difference adding up as well to your dividends. So guys, this was the video. I hope you guys like it, and if you do, then please leave your like and subscribe to my channel, and let me know in the comments if you have any other ways to save more money to invest in dividend stocks, so I can also learn with you. So thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.